Good everyone, my name is Graphics. We are to differentiate y is equals to e to the power of in x squared plus 1. Now, a fast solution on this problem is that if you look at the power on in x squared plus 1, right? There's something in front of the x squared plus 1, which is what? In. So whenever you see in front of any variable or any function, what you're going to do is to differentiate that function and divide the function by what you differentiated. What I mean is this. If I have in 2x squared, when you differentiate 2x squared, you're having 4x. So our answer will now be 4x over 2x squared, right? Now, similarly, if I have in sine x, if I differentiate sine x, I'll be having cos x. So my answer will be cos x all over what? Sine x. The last one here, if I have in 4s cubed, if I differentiate it, I'm going to be having 12x squared. Now I'll now divide the 12x squared by what I differentiated, which is what? 4s cubed. If I go further, I now be having 3 all over what? X as my answer, because 4 can go in 12 3 times. S squared in here 1 in s cube remain just 1x. So that will be my answer. So anytime you have any value that has in front of it, you're going to differentiate that value and divide the value by what you differentiated. Hope you got that logic. Now, that means if I differentiate in x squared plus 1, right? So I will now write here that my dy over the x will now give me, I'll write back my question, which is e to the power of what? In x squared plus 1, right? So if I differentiate x squared plus 1, I'll have 2x plus 0, which since I'm saying 2x because x squared will give us 2x and 1 is a constant will give us 0. So we're just left with 2x all over what we have, what we differentiated, and that will be what? X squared plus 1. This is what we have now. I will now put it in front of the function here, which will now, our answer will now be 2x all over x squared plus 1. So times this. So this is our answer here. Because whenever you see e, for instance, if I have e to the power of what? 2x squared, right? I will differentiate what I have whenever I see e to the power of anything. Basically what you have at the top of the e, so which is 2x squared, you're having 4x. So the 4x will be in front of the value, what we differentiated, right? If I have e to the power of what? Sine x. If I differentiate sine x, I'll be having what? Cos x. So my answer will be what? Cos x e raised to the power of what? Sine x. The last one here, if I have e to the power of what? 4x cubed. I'll differentiate what is on top of the e. I'll be having 12x squared. So I'll put it in front of the e. That'll give me what? 12x squared e to the power of what? 4x cubed. So you see the two different situation here. If you have e, differentiate the power, what's on top of the e, and multiply it by what you differentiated. But if you have in, differentiate what's in front of the in, right, and divide it by what you differentiated. So the one of e, you multiply it, the one of in, you divide it, right? So this is how we do a quick solution on questions like this. This video helpful? Please don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.